Hey, what's going on? It's Chris Loos. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I'd appreciate it if you hit the little subscribe button. Feel free to drop a comment. I want you to be able to share. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Connect with me on whatever social media that you like to use the most. I appreciate the questions. Keep them coming. A lot of them coming from Instagram, a few from Facebook as well. I'll answer as many of them as I can right here on YouTube. If you don't know anything about me, you're like, who is this dude with a beard answering questions? What is he doing? I've been in radio for over 20 years plus. So from a broadcast and music side, been in that business for a while. You can go check out my website as well to get to know a little bit more about me. The link is in the description below. But I want to get to these questions. This one is, how do I get a record deal? This one is from Marcus in Texas. So Marcus, you're in Texas, you're trying to get a record deal. That is your question. Well, unfortunately, man, I don't really have like a cut answer for you on that. There is no how do I get a record deal. First, let me ask, like, why do you want a record deal? Like, that's a great question to sit with. Think about that for a little bit. Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you've seen a record label or a company do for an artist that you love? Wow, well, they're everywhere, or they're getting these shows, or they're doing this thing. So you got to think about like what you really want from a record deal, because to be honest, I think there's a lot that you could do without having to get a record deal. I think you could do plenty on your own. I think that you would want to have the right situation. If you get a record deal, they're not really giving deals like that anymore either. There were those 360 deals where they're pretty much taking a little piece of everything that you're doing, merch and everything included. So I would suggest this, start looking at record labels to align yourself with. Okay, take a look, look them up online, find out who works for them. Find out who the promotions people are. If they've got little A&Rs that are doing stuff. If they've got just promotions people. Get to know them. Get a relationship with them going, if it's online, if it's just messaging, if it's on Twitter, if it's an email that you got off of the website. Let them know who you are, let them know what you're about and what you're trying to do. Remember, don't step to this record label and not have your stuff together. That's gonna be real important. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, you don't wanna look like it's your first day ever trying to do this, because this is a relationship you're trying to build. If you're serious, look serious. That means you gotta have some things put together so it's gonna look appealing to this record label. Remember, you want to be on their label. Okay, if this is your question, how do I get a record deal? What do you want from this record company? What would you like to see them do for you? How do you see this partnership working out? Know that and start talking to people within the business and get direction. Some of them, if they really love what you're doing, they might walk you in. Say, hey man, talk to my guy over here. He can help you with XYZ. So how do you get it? Look them up online, do your homework, know what record label you would like to affiliate yourself with, and if it makes sense, reach out, make it happen. I'll encourage you this way too. I think you could use your time better not worrying about a record label and just keep working on your music. I think if you really stick to that, you've got a better success in a long space. And this is why I'm saying it, because time being our ultimate currency. Keep putting that time into the music and the visuals and put them up yourself. Because the thing about how this music industry works now is the people at the labels are gonna look online. They're looking online all the time to find new artists and see who's doing what. And so if what you're doing is making enough noise and resounding that big online, whether it's YouTube or SoundCloud or Instagram or whatever platform, TikTok, they're gonna find you anyway. That's why I say, spend more of your time making the music, less of the time worrying about like what record label you would like to work with. So hopefully that helps a little bit with your question, Marcus. Good luck to you. Keep the questions coming. If you could also subscribe to my podcast, I'd appreciate it. The link is in the bio. It's Real Talk. Something weekly just to encourage you. Again, appreciate you checking out the channel and have a great day.